Hello again, viewers. We're in Scotland today. It's 5 degrees. There's a wee bit of bad news with the tests. You've probably seen it in the news last night, but I was out in Glasgow last night, so I couldn't update anything. Going to need a test when you come back from Tenerife at the moment. Might only be temporary. Some of the data is looking quite promising. It's not going to be as bad, but unfortunately, if you're going out there just now, you're going to need some testing the way back. I'll leave a link below the video. I've got some walks showing you exactly where the test centres are in Los Cristianos and Costa Adeje. I'll leave a wee link below the video. So just a quick hello. Some viewers I met last night in Glasgow. Really nice to meet people coming up to me saying you're the guy that does the Tenerife video. So that was a wee surprise. So it was really nice meeting you. So hello to John, Ian and Alan. Pleasure meeting you. Thanks a lot for watching the channel. And I was in Edinburgh last week and I met Gail from West Lothian. Great meeting you as well, Gail. Pleasure meeting you. So going back to the tests, it's going to cost you about €25 for an antigen test. The government are saying you can do an antigen or a PCR, but why would you pay more for a PCR if antigen is acceptable? So you're looking at roughly €25. If you've not seen previous videos, the test centre in Los Cristianos, we've got a couple. We've got one right next door to the Arona Gran Hotel, and you've also got one right next door to Harriet's Tea Room, which is down past the Tenerife apartments. I've done videos walking to both of them. I'll leave a link below the video as well. In Costa Adeje, there is a test centre right next door to the Irish Rover pub. So you can pop in, get your test done. Normally take about half an hour to get your results. And you can pop in for a wee pint in the Irish Rover while you're waiting. And then just go back and get the test results. Now you need to do the test about 48 hours before you travel. So if you go back to the UK, let's say on the Friday afternoon, you're going to want to book the test, obviously, to have it from the Wednesday afternoon. You could even do the Thursday if you wanted the day before as well, but it has to be 48 hours before. They'll give you a paper certificate, so there won't be anything you need to download or anything on your phone. They'll actually just hand you the documents, letting you know the results. Most of them, as I said, are taking half an hour to an hour. So it's pretty easy to get it done, to be honest with you, but the test centres are going to get busy again. It'll be like it was about a year ago. So when you arrive there in Tenerife or Spain or wherever you're going, you probably just want to go on the first day and book in an appointment for 2 days before you travel. I wouldn't really walk into these places unannounced because there could be big queues. You can basically skip the queues if you book an appointment. So I recommend book an appointment. Check out my previous videos where I showed you some of the long queues at the test centre. I think it'll be pretty busy over Christmas and New Year, obviously. Let me know in the comments. Are you still going? Is it putting you off going? I know it is a bit stressful when you get these tests done, especially if you think if it comes back positive for some reason, then you need to isolate in Tenerife for at least 10 days, I think. And obviously you may be missing work. So if you work from home and you can work obviously online, it's not as bad, but you need to take all these things into consideration. There's no doubt about it. It's pretty bad news for the travel industry, but hopefully it's just temporary. Data suggesting, I'm not an expert, just a wee guy on YouTube. Remember, always check official government sources and recommendations. But the data suggesting, hopefully, things are not going to be too bad. There's not going to be a big change in the way that we're operating. Maybe next month, things might go back to where we don't need tests. But let me know. Nothing we can do about it. Just need to go on with it. I'll try and do a video next time I'm out in Las Americas showing you the test centres there as well. There's quite a few test centres in Las Americas. There's ones quite close to the Dubliner. Great pub that I recommend. Check out the wee video I did on it. There's also one near up the Columbus Apart Hotel in the Tigatan. Gail spoke to you in Edinburgh. Enjoy the Tigatan when you go. Looks like a lovely hotel. So there's one up there, a Hospitan, near there as well. I'll try and do a video next time I'm over showing you exactly where these test centres are. The way it's going to work, I think these test centres are going to be really busy and then they're going to be quiet for months when the testing changes again. I think they're always just going to be in standby. When anything like this happens, they're going to introduce new tests. Now, obviously, the kind of crazy thing is, I was out last night in Glasgow. I was in pubs. They're all really, really busy. And in theory, I could have went to a nightclub with 1,000 people in it. And there's no requirement really for testing. When you go in, you just have to show your COVID pass. But everybody in there can go in and mix freely, not really any masks. And I see a lot of comments, people saying, oh yeah, in Scotland we've had the masks for ages and England are just bringing it back. Without getting political, that's nonsense. If you go in any pubs or bars in Glasgow or Edinburgh, there's people walking about freely with no masks. Very, very rarely you'll see somebody putting a mask on going to the toilet. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, the variant looks as if it's in the UK. It's spread now anyway. It's not going to make any difference, these travel restrictions, to be honest with you. But you have to get the tests. So I hope you find the videos useful, showing you where the test centres are. Don't worry, you can still have a great time in Tenerife. Just a bit of a pain, you have to get these tests done. And next time I'm out, I'm not sure when I'm going to be out. I was hoping to get out this month. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But next time I'm out, I'll take some videos walking to the test centres in Las Americas for you as well, because these are all going to get used over time. So it's a quick one today. Take care. We've got a few more videos from Tenerife. I don't have many left that I done last month. Don't have many left. I've got some from the Costa del Sol as well. So I know it's a wee bit confusing. You're wondering where I am at certain times, but I basically just do a lot of videos when I'm out there, and then I'll schedule them over so many days and weeks. And we might have the occasional one from Scotland. There's not many people watch the Scotland ones, but I might do maybe a quick one from there as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.